Today, I've got the perfect ingredients for the perfect salad. Hey guys, welcome back. Sydney here, and today I'm going to show you how to make the best salad that you've ever had. So a lot of times we think about salad and it's just very basic. It's very boring. We have lettuce, you might have some tomato, maybe some onions or cucumbers in there, maybe some croutons, and then whatever dressing, right? I cannot stand a salad like that. It's okay every now and then, but whenever I'm really craving a good salad, I want it to have all of the different flavors and textures. So that is the key here. We're gonna be making a combination of, I have some romaine lettuce here, and then I also have some arugula, and we're just gonna kind of make a salad. This is all throw together stuff, mainly of what I've had here in the kitchen or in the pantry, and we're still gonna make it taste amazing. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. Step one, of course, is your base. So I do prefer a romaine. You can, of course, do like spinach. Arugula is very popular. We've done an arugula salad in my workshops before, and it's pretty good. I need it mixed with something because arugula does have a very strong flavor, but some people absolutely love this. You want to make sure that you have a good base that you are going to enjoy, that it's nice and fresh, especially with romaine. It can start getting kind of soggy and wilted. So a nice crisp lettuce is going to be definitely key here. And whenever you're doing that, you want to make sure that, of course, we're rinsing it very well if you're buying like a head of lettuce that you need to chop. And if you do that, then I definitely encourage you to use the name just totally escaped me, but it helps to wring out all of the water that is in your lettuce. So a salad spinner. So you literally put your greens in there and you spin it around. Mine at home has a little string that you can pull. The one here, it just has a knob on the top. There's tons of different kinds. I got mine at home from like Ollie's or one of the cheap, discount stores. You can pretty much find them anywhere. And they do help to make your lettuce not be super soggy. That is going to be very important. Nobody likes soggy, wet lettuce. It doesn't taste good. You still want to rinse it out because there's dirt and bugs and things that can get stuck in it. It grows outside, right? Next thing is going to be whatever vegetables you like. So for here today, I have some tomatoes. I have some radishes that I thought we would add. These are just things that I had here in the kitchen. The radishes actually grew in my garden, so they're not the perfect farmer's market fancy radishes, but these are just homegrown and they're a little bit tiny. That's okay. They're going to taste just as good. So the next important thing once you have your vegetables is I enjoy a chopped salad. I don't think anybody really likes a salad with big giant chunks of things in it or big giant leaves of lettuce. If you can chop it down a little bit, whether it's your greens that you're chopping down a little bit more thoroughly or your vegetables as well, it just makes the salad taste better. It helps all of the flavors in the salad kind of blend together and just be really yummy. So for these, I'm gonna actually quarter these. The other great thing, I have, I have little ones at home, so for them, they do better if it's kind of in smaller bites as well. My son does eat salad. He's almost 3. My daughter, pretty much I pick out, she can't quite do lettuce yet, but I would just pick out some of these ingredients. So I might pick out these tomatoes here, and because they're round, this is a choking hazard for a baby. We want to cut it into smaller kind of bite-sized pieces. So if I quarter those, it's perfect for her. So if you can get some nice juicy tomatoes, there are ones at Food Lion called Flavor Bomb tomatoes. They are my absolute favorite. They are the sweetest tomatoes. They do have really great flavor. I'm not a huge tomato person just to eat them by themselves, but those I can actually just pop them like grapes. They are so good. My son will eat those just like this as well because he thinks they're really yummy. So it could be the variety you're buying too of some fruits or vegetables. Maybe look at a different brand or something like that, and you might be able to find something you like. So we're just gonna do a little bit, about that much of our lettuce or our tomatoes. You could go heavier or lighter depending on what you like. So the next thing I'll do is we'll go ahead and work on our radishes since that is part of our vegetables here. Of course, we don't really eat the the tops of the radishes. I think you can actually save them and eat them. I've not tried them. I'm not sure how that would taste. But that one looks not so great. We'll cut off the bottoms and the tops. These are very, very tiny. If you actually peel radishes, they have a little bit of kick. If you've never had a radish, it's a little bit of spiciness to it just naturally in the vegetable. If you peel the skin off of it, it helps to take away some of that kind of spiciness. So if you struggle with eating radishes or you think they're just a little bit too spicy for you, maybe try to peel them. Hopefully you have a little bit bigger ones than what we have here today. But they're still so cute, so pretty. And they really do help to kind of brighten your dish and give it a little bit of a touch of flavor. So I'm gonna finish chopping these up and I will see you guys back in just 1 second.
Join us for the Alive After 5 Summer Concert Series, presented by the Sampson Arts Council, the City of Clinton, and the County of Sampson. Captivating audiences with each note, chord, and soulful lyric, it's Carl Newton's Review, sharing their unique blend of R&B, Motown, jazz, and soft rock with a touch of country. One night only, Thursday, June 26th at 6 p.m. at the Clinton City Market in downtown Clinton. Visit AliveAfter5ClintonNC.com for more information. See you there!
Hey guys, Sydney and Jesse here from At the Table.
Are you enjoying the show?
We want to hear from you. We have a quick survey where you can tell us things you've learned, recipes you've tried, and how the show has impacted you. You'll be entered into a grand prize drawing. Check out our link or scan the QR code for more info.
Thank you for tuning in and cooking with us at the table.
Looking for training that leads to a high-demand, high-paying career? Bladen Community College can help you get there. Enroll in our welding program and gain the skills and expertise needed to excel in the industry and secure a successful future. Explore our HVAC program, where you will learn to install and service energy-efficient systems to keep homes and businesses comfortable year-round. Learn more at bladencc.edu or give us a call to get started today.
Hey guys, welcome back. So I've got our radishes done and our tomatoes. This is kind of to give us some juiciness with the tomatoes. That gives it that nice juicy texture. Our radishes help to give it that like spice, a little bit of a flair, a little something different. If you have the larger radishes, I would definitely encourage you to maybe cut them in half or quarter them, just because whenever you go to toss this, you want it to blend very good. I could have probably cut these in half and it would have been pretty good in the salad. But we only had so many, so it's not like we have a ton anyways. So those are what those two components are for. The next thing that we want to add is something for sweetness. So what I have today is corn. We're getting into summer, so we have a lot of corn available. Fresh corn is so good. If you can cut that off the cob and put it in your salad, it totally changes the flavor of your salad. So that brings a lot of yummy sweetness to it. Or I have frozen corn today that I just heated up. Personally, I prefer the frozen over canned because again, we're looking at it for the sweetness element. So if you have really nice, fresh, sweet corn, it's gonna just be so good in elevating your dish. You could also, if you're more of a fruity salad person, you might add peaches to this, you might add blueberries, strawberries, anything like that. Any of that would be great and delicious in the salad. I am that person that we have a family get together. I'm the one they ask to make the salad. I used to always complain about not knowing how to make a salad. That's kind of what made me think of doing this for today's show. And now it's just kind of second nature. Sometimes I'll look for recipes to get some ideas of things that might go really well together. Tomatoes, corn, bacon, those three are going to be delicious together. Avocado, kind of your savory foods, are really yummy together. But it's just become kind of something that I do. And it's using these components that I'm talking about today, something that's nice and crisp and fresh, and then having those different layers of what you're putting on top of your salad to help just boost it up. So we've got our corn today for sweetness. Like I said, you could do fruit or something like that as well. Next thing I'm gonna add is something for a little bit of that fat. So whenever we eat, our mouth really likes fatty foods. It tastes good. It really tastes good to our tongue, to our palate, and that's kind of what we tend to crave. So in a salad like this, a lot of times we're either getting the fat from your dressing, maybe you add bacon. That would give you a little salty, a little crunch, and that fat in it. Avocado is wonderful in a salad. It does help to add that fat, creamy kind of texture to a salad. Also, you could add any type of nuts or seeds. So I've got some pumpkin seeds here, and I've also got some almonds today. I think for this recipe, either almonds or pistachios would also be really good together in this salad. But I'm gonna do the avocado next. So for avocado, of course, if you don't buy a lot of avocado, here are your tips for that. For one, you wanna look for that dark kind of outer shell. The greener it is, probably the less ripe it is. But if you push your finger, it can kind of give, just like if you were to feel for a nice, sweet, juicy peach. And then when you just twist it open, boom, looks perfect. I like to use the back of my knife to cut. So I either do it this way, and then I'll take a spoon and just spoon it out. I didn't grab a spoon before this, so we're just going for it here. Or you could simply just peel the outside. If you have a nice, ripe avocado, it's very easy to get the peel off. And then be very careful as you do this, because that seed is very, very, very slimy and slippery. So if you choose the knife method like I just showed you, better option would probably be to use a spoon. It'll be less messy. I am on an avocado kick lately. I just want avocado toast. I want it on my salads. I just want it all the time. It's so good to me. And a good tip for you, if you buy the big bag of avocados, a lot of times you'll have some that are really ripe and some that are not ripe at all. You could stick the ones that are not quite ripe in the fridge and they'll continue to ripen, but they won't all ripen at the same time, which can help you to spread that out a little bit. So it looks really pretty if you leave them sliced like this. But again, thinking about actually consuming the salad here, it tastes better if you have it smaller bite-sized pieces that are kind of chopped up. That just helps it to kind of stretch throughout the entire dish. So I am gonna chop it today. The other element we add that adds a little bit of that fat flavor is gonna be your cheese. Now there's tons of different kinds of cheeses out there. You could do, today we're gonna do feta. You could do fresh mozzarella. The small balls are really good. You could do cheddar cheese. You could do, whatever your goat cheese, blue cheese, whatever you're craving. But cheese, definitely need that. Feta adds that saltiness along with that fat. So you're getting that component in there too, which just helps to blend really well with the other ingredients. So we will take a quick break and we will finish up this salad next.
Hey guys, this is Frankie with Owens Home Furnishings. Did you realize we sell custom sofas? We have almost 1,000 fabrics and hundreds of different styles.
Did you know that Owens Home Furnishings has a sleep retreat mattress gallery?
Did you know here at Owens Home Furnishings, we sell and install Mohawk flooring and do free estimates?
Did you know that Owens Home Furnishings has free in-town delivery?
Small, local, and family owned. Why would you shop anywhere else? Come see us at Owens Home Furnishings.
providing fewer commutes, more backyard offices, and crystal clear meetings. Providing less, you froze up, and more presence in your presentations. Providing a better internet experience. Providing possible.
Ready to turn your creativity into a career? At Bladen Community College's Cosmetology Department, we're shaping the future of beauty one student at a time. From hairstyling and makeup to skincare and nails, you'll gain hands-on experience with real clients, expert instructors, and industry tools. Your career-focused degree or certificate in cosmetology is waiting. Learn more at bladencc.edu or give us a call to get started today.
Hey guys, welcome back. So we have a really good base here going on with our salad. The other things that are really yummy to add, any type of grain, if you have any of those. I looked for quinoa in our pantry here. We didn't have any quinoa today. I love to add quinoa to a salad. If you heat it up, you cook it like normal, and then you put it in the refrigerator and let it cool down. Don't put it on there hot. Let it cool down. It's really good. It helps to add some of that texture to it that just you wouldn't get. There are other grains you could also add, but to me, like rice is also pretty good in a salad. It sounds interesting, but a wild rice or brown rice is really yummy. Again, for that texture, it adds a little bit of chewiness to it. So you're getting the crunch, the salty, the chewy, the fat, the creamy. All of those things are so important to help elevate your dish. But I prefer quinoa personally in my salad. Like I said, didn't have that today. I opted for no almonds. Just wasn't in the mood for almonds. We've got the avocado, we've got the feta cheese, we've got some good fats in there. So I'm gonna skip the nuts today, but if you didn't have either of those things, or maybe only had one of them, or needed another element of crunch, look to your nuts and seeds for that. It's really good. The next thing that we're gonna add are some roasted vegetables. And this is something that I don't always add. A lot of times I'll do this simple salad that we have here, maybe add a little bit of bacon in there as well, and then throw on my dressing. And that's easy peasy. But today we did have a little bit of roasted cauliflower left over from another program that I had this week. And anytime you have roasted vegetables, like roasted carrots or roasted broccoli, those types of things, roasting your vegetables helps to kind of bring out extra flavor. So it kind of caramelizes them, just helps to just totally change the flavor of your veggies. And that in a salad is so good. I mean, I can put these, we did the tacos the last time. I could put this, like I said, on salad, on pizza, in your spaghetti sauce, all different kinds of things. And it does really elevate the dish. So just roasting a big pan of vegetables and adding it to different things is great. Putting it in your salad is also delicious. So I'm gonna put just some of this kind of in the middle, not going crazy, but we're gonna kind of fill that middle hole right there for our salad today. Another thing that I didn't mention earlier, which I probably should have shared when we start with our base of our salad, adding herbs to a salad is really, really very tasty. It totally takes your salad to the next level. I love to do basil, parsley. Those are my two go-tos. Cilantro would also be good if you have more of a like lime, avocado, corn, tomato type salad. It would be really good. But chop up those herbs and throw it in with your greens and just kind of blend it all together. We have a, I think it's a spinach salad on our Mediterranean Diet website. And it does use herbs in it. And it's really, really, it's like strawberries, balsamic, and some herbs as well. And it just totally changes the flavor of your salad. So not gonna do that today. I'm gonna use this actually in my dressing, but that's another tip for you as well. Last thing is that crunch element that I mentioned before. So we are missing the crunch a little bit here. We do have a little bit of crunch with our radishes, but if you think about the texture of the rest of these ingredients, none of them are really crunchy. So you could add croutons here. I mentioned the bacon. Trying to think of what else. Your nuts and seeds would also provide that little crunchiness to it. but I'm not gonna go crazy with these, just a little bit. That just helps to kind of beef it up, make it taste, it'll fill you up, really. If you add a little bit of those croutons in there. These are the Texas toast croutons, so they're even bigger. I like the smaller ones, as I've said. I like chopped up things that kind of blend with your entire dish, so those kind of defeat the purpose. The other thing that I have is pickled onions. And you could add these to it. I think I'm gonna skip for this specific ingredients, but pickled onions, you can make these yourself. They're really good for tacos. I had made them before for the cauliflower tacos we had, and then I've just kind of been adding red onions to it. But you basically just do apple cider vinegar, like a quarter apple cider vinegar, or a third apple cider vinegar, 2/3 water, and then about a tablespoon of sugar, and then add your onions to it, and it becomes pickled. So leave that overnight. They're really good on salad. Banana peppers are also really yummy. If you like pickles, I'm not a big pickle person, those are pretty tasty as well on a salad. That provides that sweetness to it. Sorry, not sweetness, that tanginess to it. It can provide a little sweetness depending on what you have pickled, but it just helps to kind of bring that tangy, sour like element to your dish. So that is all that we have for this salad. Looks really good. We're gonna go ahead, we'll take a quick break, and whenever we come back, I'm gonna show you how to make a really good dressing all on your own at home.
If you're a small business owner or prospective entrepreneur, the Bladen Community College Small Business Center is here to help you. They offer free seminars to help you start or grow your existing business, and one-on-one counseling and assistance is available if needed. They can also provide you with community and statewide resources. Best of all of these services are free. Let the Bladen Community College Small Business Center help you turn your dreams into reality. Contact the Bladen Community College Small Business Center today.
Computer viruses, malware, and ransomware are out there. They're dangerous, and they can steal your identity and damage your equipment. Star Communications is now offering Protect IQ. The service adds an extra layer of protection to every device connected to your network, working quietly in the background. Star can help you protect yourself from the inside out with Protect IQ. Call Star today and take advantage of this free service when you sign up for whole home Wi-Fi with Star Communications.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Hey guys, welcome back. Last thing that we have is our dressing. So if you are buying dressing still, which, occasionally we're really craving like honey mustard, or maybe we're French dressing or ranch dressing, you're really craving something like that, totally understand. But if you're buying something that's like a fancied up dressing, a lot of times you're probably spending more money than you should, and a lot of times it has a lot of sugar in it. So we're gonna make our own today, and I'm gonna show you the different things to kind of make a basic salad dressing. We teach this whenever we do our couple of our different programs that we have here at Extension, but it's a very simple formula. It's pretty much the same for a dressing as it is for a marinade. So what that consists of is your oil, any type of oil you like, and acid and seasonings. Easy peasy. So today we are doing like a honey mustard type dressing. It is very, very good on this type of salad. I think anything that's more savory, it tastes very yummy on. So this has become my go-to dressing here lately. It's just what I've been craving. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of oil. So we have about 2 tablespoons of oil. I might up this just so I have a little extra in my refrigerator for later. We'll start with the basics, and then if I feel like I need more, we'll add it. So about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Next thing you have is your mustard. So this is where our acid comes in. So I mentioned we have mustard and we have lemon juice as well. Your oils, and then you add your acid. This could be balsamic vinegar. This could be mustard's great, like Dijon mustard is really good. You could just do like an oil and vinegar type of dressing, whatever your preference is. But that is pretty much what we're using mustard for. And we have about a teaspoon of mustard. Sorry, a tablespoon. I should do a little more than that. So it's basically a 2-to-1 ratio of your oil to acid. And you can adjust that depending on if you want it to be a little bit more acidic or not. Next thing is we have a little bit of lemon juice. This is just a teaspoon, so not a ton. And we're gonna add a little honey just for some sweetness here. And it's about a teaspoon of honey. And you can, of course, taste it, see how it turns out, decide if you want more. Then we're gonna add about 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Just a little bit. I think fresh garlic is really good in a dressing as well, but just be mindful you'll have those fresh garlic pieces in there and it can add a little bit of a spicy bite to it if you bite down into it. And then we have about a tablespoon of parsley. That's pretty good. And all you do, you can use any type of jar. I have a mason jar here. You could do a old spaghetti jar. You could do a container as well. I have a salad dressing jar that actually has a bunch of different recipes and has the lines of different things that you would add. Those are really fun if you're into making salad dressings a lot. But any jar, and you want it to have a lid because you'll need to shake it up. So this is where we do what's called emulsify. So we're kind of blending together that mustard, that honey, and blending it with the olive oil so it's not a clear separation of like your oil and your vinegar. This is not gonna be enough for that whole entire salad, but this could be maybe for about 2 to 3 servings, maybe 4. That's it. You blend it all together. You can taste it, see if it needs anything. See, it might need, this one I kind of tweak a little bit. It's pretty good this time. It's a little extra tangy. I might add just a little bit more lemon juice. And I think I'm gonna add a little more olive oil too, because it is very thick. So that was maybe a 1/2 teaspoon of honey. So I just kind of roughly will use a dressing recipe and adjust, but you can always use that formula that I told you at the beginning to create your own. The oil, the acid, and then your seasonings. And this can stay, that's good, that's better. This can stay in your refrigerator for about, I would say 7 days. We say 7 days for most things in extension. Really, I think with our dressings, they say more like 14 days. Just be mindful if you're doing something that is liquid at room temperature, if you stick this into the refrigerator, it's gonna make it hard or solidify, not harden, but solidify. So you will just need to set it on the counter for a little bit to help it warm up, and then it will turn back to normal. You'll shake it up, it'll be good to go. So you can make your own dressing, store it in the refrigerator, good as can be, and you've got your own homemade salad. So hopefully this was helpful to you. We are getting into that warmer weather. It's really hot. We start to crave more of those fresh ingredients. We have fresh ingredients available to us, and just something that's a little bit lighter and not so heavy. You could, of course, add any protein onto this. Shrimp would be good, chicken, any salmon, anything like that. But I hope this helped kind of spark some different thoughts in your brain for a good salad that you might make next time, and let us know what you try at home. Thanks. See you guys next time on At the Table.